Ever wondered what the spookiest places on Earth are? Well, you're about to find out. We've compiled a list of 10 bone-chilling locations, hand-picked based on local folklore, historical significance, and personal experiences of those brave, or perhaps foolish enough to venture. Expect to be intrigued and possibly a little unnerved as we traverse continents and centuries delving into the unknown. So, if you're ready for a journey into the darker side of our world, brace yourself as we descend into the realm of the eerie and uncanny. At number 10, we find ourselves in the Aokigahara Forest, Japan. Nestled at the northwest base of the famed Mount Fuji, Aokigahara, also known as the Sea of Trees, is a sprawling forest known for its dense vegetation and eerily quiet atmosphere. Now, what makes this forest particularly spooky is the stark silence that envelops you as you venture deeper into its lush foliage. Local legends and folklore have woven a thick tapestry of mystery around this forest. It's believed that the dense tree cover and the iron deposits in the volcanic soil create an almost supernatural silence. This silence, many say, is not just the absence of noise, but a presence of something else, something uncanny. Over centuries, stories have accumulated around Aokigahara, tales of spirits who roam the woods, lost and lingering between this world and the next. This forest, steeped in folklore and shrouded in silence, is a strange, spooky spectacle. A forest so silent even whispers seem loud. Next on our list at number 9 is the Island of the Dolls in Mexico. This enigmatic place is a small island hidden among the canals of Xochimilco. The island's eerie reputation originates from its past resident Don Julian Santana, who allegedly found a drowned girl and her doll nearby. Guilt-ridden and haunted by her spirit, he began hanging dolls all over the island as a way to appease her restless soul. Visitors to the island often recount feelings of being watched, and some even claim to have heard the dolls whispering to each other. Locals, on the other hand, hold a deep respect for the dolls, believing them to be vessels for the spirits of lost souls. Whether you're a believer in the supernatural or not, the Island of the Dolls is a chilling testament to a man's desperate attempt to make peace with the unknown. It's an island where hundreds of lifeless eyes follow your every move. Delving deeper into our list at number 8, we have the Catacombs of Paris, France. This subterranean labyrinth, stretching nearly 200 miles beneath the bustling streets of Paris, is a chilling testament to the city's past. Established in the late 18th century as a solution to overflowing cemeteries, the catacombs are home to the skeletal remains of more than 6 million Parisians. As you wander through the dimly lit tunnels, you're confronted by walls of bones, stacked with an eerie precision that sends a shiver down your spine. The catacombs have a rich history, filled with tales of ghostly sightings and mysterious disappearances. Legend has it that Philibert Aspert, a doorkeeper who ventured into the catacombs in 1793, was found 11 years later, just a few feet from an exit. So, if you're looking for a journey into the unknown where every step echoes with centuries of history, the Catacombs of Paris are a must-visit, a city of the dead hidden beneath the city of lights. At number 7, we venture into the Hoia Baciu forest in Romania. This eerie woodland, often dubbed the Bermuda Triangle of Romania, is steeped in spine-tingling folklore and unexplained phenomena. Legend has it that over 600 years ago, a shepherd ventured into the forest with 200 sheep and never returned. Fast forward to the modern era, visitors still report inexplicable experiences. Some speak of an unshakable feeling of being watched, while others mention strange ephemeral lights dancing among the gnarled trees. Even the vegetation here behaves oddly, with trees twisting into bizarre shapes as if mimicking the forest's enigmatic aura. Many locals dare not step foot into the Hoia Baciu, fearing its legendary curse. Yet for the thrill-seekers, this forest offers an irresistible allure. Its chilling tales and unsettling atmosphere make it a place that thrums with the pulse of the unknown. A forest where the trees whisper tales of the unknown. Halfway through our list at number 6, we find Poveglia Island in Italy. Nestled in the Venetian lagoon, Poveglia's beauty masks a history steeped in horror. This seemingly serene island houses an abandoned asylum where countless tormented souls were said to have met their end. Imagine the chilling whispers of the past, echoing through the desolate corridors and haunting the empty rooms. In the early 20th century, Poveglia was a quarantine station for those suffering from the plague, adding to the island's grisly lore. Visitors who've dared to tread its soil recount tales of unsettling experiences, phantom cries in the night, cold spots in the midst of Italian summers, and an eerie sense of being watched by unseen eyes. But as much as it is terrifying, it is also strangely captivating. The island's tragic past casts an irresistible spell, drawing the bravest of us towards it. Poveglia Island, where history's shadows lurk and the air shivers with the echoes of the past. An island that echoes with the screams of the past. At number 5, we travel to the Tower of London in England. This historic castle, nestled on the north bank of the River Thames, has stood as a silent sentinel since the late 11th century. Its stone walls have witnessed a myriad of historical events, from coronations to executions, making it an epicenter of England's past. But it's not just history that dwells within these walls. The Tower of London also hosts a spectral population. Among the most famous of these ghostly residents are Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated queen beheaded by her husband Henry VIII, and the princes in the tower, whose mysterious disappearance still haunts the nation. Sightings of these spectral figures have been reported over the centuries, sending chills down the spines of even the most skeptical of visitors. This is not just a tower, it's a portal to a past filled with intrigue, tragedy, and a touch of the supernatural. A tower that holds centuries of eerie tales. Next at number 4, we find ourselves in the Eastern State Penitentiary in the USA. A chilling monument to the darker side of the human experience, Eastern State Penitentiary stands sentinel in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This Gothic-style fortress, opened in the early 19th century, was once the most famous and expensive prison in the world. It was a place of stark isolation, where inmates were confined in solitude, a radical approach to reform at the time. The echoing halls and vacant cells tell tales of despair and redemption, stories that still resonate in the eerie silence. Over the years, there have been countless reports of spectral sightings and strange phenomena. Visitors and staff alike have reported chilling experiences, from hearing disembodied laughter and whispers, to seeing apparitions of long-deceased inmates. Whether these are the echoes of the past or figments of the imagination, one thing is certain: the penitentiary's chilling atmosphere is palpable. A penitentiary that still hosts its long-gone inmates. Just missing the top 2, at number 3, we have the Myrtles Plantation in the USA. This antebellum plantation, nestled in the heart of Louisiana, is steeped in history and ghostly tales. Built in the late 18th century, it's said to be home to at least a dozen ghosts, with a haunting past that refuses to stay buried. Over the years, visitors have reported numerous encounters with the specters of former residents. The most famous of these is Chloe, a former slave who was allegedly hanged for poisoning the plantation owner's family. Visitors often recount seeing her wandering the grounds, forever trapped in her moment of despair. Then there's the mirror that, according to guests, holds the spirits of Sarah Woodruff and her children who were also poisoned. They say every now and then you can catch their reflections in the mirror, trapped in a timeless abyss. Indeed, the Myrtles Plantation is a place where history echoes through the halls and the past is eerily alive. A plantation where the past refuses to die. Almost at the top, at number 2, stands the ancient Ram Inn in England. This age-old establishment, nestled in the heart of Gloucestershire, dates back to the 12th century. Over the centuries it has gained quite a reputation, not for its cozy rooms or traditional English breakfast but for its spectral guests. The ancient Ram Inn is considered one of the most haunted places in England, if not the world. Ghost hunters and thrill-seekers flock here, eager to encounter the inn's notorious residents. From the spectral monk who roams the bishop's room to the giggling children whose laughter echoes through empty halls, there is no shortage of chilling tales. Visitors to the inn often share their eerie experiences. Stories of cold spots, phantom footsteps, and even ghostly apparitions are common. But perhaps the most unnerving tale is that of guests waking to find an unseen presence in their room. An inn where guests check in, but never check out. And finally, the spookiest place on earth, at number 1, we have Pripyat in Ukraine. This ghost town was once a bustling city, home to nearly 50,000 residents. Today it's a chilling shell of its former self, a stark reminder of the devastating Chernobyl nuclear disaster of 1986. Pripyat was constructed as a model city to house the families of the workers of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. But the dream of a thriving city was shattered overnight when Reactor 4 exploded, releasing a cloud of deadly radiation. The city was evacuated in a hurry, leaving behind a time capsule of life in the Soviet Union. Those who dare to visit Pripyat today speak of an eerie silence, broken only by the wind rustling through the abandoned buildings. It's like stepping into a post-apocalyptic world, a ghost city frozen in time. a city that stands as a chilling testament to a haunting past. And there you have it, the top 10 spookiest places on Earth. We've journeyed from the dense, eerie Aokigahara forest in Japan to the chilling island of the Dolls in Mexico, and even braved the haunting catacombs beneath Paris. We've ventured into the supernatural realms of Romania's Hoia Baciu forest, the ghostly Poveglia Island, and the legendary Tower of London, among others. We'd love to hear your thoughts or spine-tingling encounters, so do share in the comments. Remember, the world is full of mysteries waiting to be unveiled. Until next time, stay curious and stay brave.